So good night, good evening, good morning. I don't know what to say because this is a podcast. Welcome to ABRECA podcast. Here we are with Derek Blevins,
yes.
From Benidorm Seriously.
That's correct.
So thank you for coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
And why don't you introduce yourself and yourself to Benidorm, how you end up here?
Well, initially I come here to be an entertainer. I still work as an entertainer in Benidorm. I arrived here 11 years ago.
Yeah.
And as a result of being out working as an entertainer, my wife found herself quite a few nights sitting at home with very little to do. So she decided to start what was initially intended as a hobby. She started a Facebook group back in 2015. And the idea of it was just to provide some information and advice to British tourists coming to Benidorm, because a lot of the information on the internet that you'd find on other websites, and it's not accurate. Mm-hmm. So she decided to provide a service on Facebook that has since now 7 years down the line has blossomed into a Facebook group of 150,000 members.
How many?
150,000 members.
I mean, that is more or less the population of Benidorm. You have it in your own Facebook.
Yeah, that's true. Plus, we also have a website which receives almost 2 million visitors every year.
2 million visitors.
So
nice. So
we didn't expect that, but that's what happened.
But I think because the quality of your insights is very good.
Well, we do try to provide accurate information on both the Facebook group and the website.
You have the point of view of people that are not foreigners. For example, I have friends that are from Ireland, potato girls they call her. I mean, they love fish because they are not used to have fish. I mean, this point of view you are providing. You have a unique point of view.
The website has over 600 pages of information on it. It's actually very difficult to find a subject that we don't cover.
I mean,
because we've been asked questions. Questions: where are the best fish food restaurants? Where's the best place to get Italian food? Where's the best place to find Indian food? We see those questions day in, day out, and the information is all on the website, which is BenidormSeriously.com. Mm-hmm. But we get even things like, baby food. What's the equivalent baby food in Spain to a certain baby food in the UK? We get asked questions on every subject, and if we don't know the answer, we research it, we find the answer before providing the information to make sure that the information is accurate at all times.
But this is good information. For example, for me to do a paella in San Francisco or in Qatar was nearly impossible. So people that were living there that are from Spain, they quickly introduced me to this fish shop or fish market where to buy. So it's good information. So Benidorm Seriously, your numbers are huge. I don't know if they are bigger even from Visit Benidorm. You have more traffic that visit Benidorm?
Currently we have more website traffic than Visit Benidorm, yes.
But it's only from British or from all around the world?
From literally all over the world. Our current statistics for last year were showing visitors, 1.7 million visitors in total. 1.4 million of those come from the United Kingdom.
Yep.
Approximately 250,000 from Spain, and basically the rest of it was from all over the world. I think the highest figure that surprises me is we actually had 42,000 visitors last year from the United States of America.
Why do you think people select your webpage or your Facebook group?
I think because
a lot of
because of
options.
the amount of information on it.
The amount of information.
I think that's plus the other thing is it's always 100% up to date. No matter, we work the website. We are on it literally almost 24 hours a day, as close as 24 hours a day. If we hear information that has changed from what's on the website, it's immediately updated on the website. Where you'll find other websites up there, out there you'll find, for instance, look up something like information on one of the fiestas in town, and you'll find it was written in 2014. Wow. Whereas you'll find ours was written as soon as the information changed. And nice. I think that's the reason it's so popular. It's always up to date and always accurate.
So now that is the reason why to select Benidorm Seriously.
I believe so, yeah.
Why select Benidorm between other options?
I think Benidorm is, it's got it all. Benidorm is probably Europe's #1 holiday spot. I mean, if you want something, you'll find it in Benidorm. That's about the height of it.
Well, you live here, but there is a TV show in UK about Benidorm.
Yeah, there was a comedy show about Benidorm a few years back, which probably helped in some ways and didn't help in others.
Okay, nice.
It painted sometimes a bad picture of Benidorm, but it did nevertheless bring Benidorm to the forefront as well. But Benidorm has always been a number one choice for British holiday makers. One of the things that we would like to do is to try and make it a number one choice for some of the British people of higher income, if you like.
Yeah.
A lot of the British people of higher income tend to go to maybe Marbella, or they tend to go to Italy, to the Amalfi Coast or whatever. And I think it's a bit unfair because British tabloids have a habit of giving Benidorm a bad name at every opportunity. Why, we're not really sure, but it does happen.
I mean, here from this association, from ABRECA, we are fighting for increase the level of Benidorm. We are investing a lot in good pictures, good information in web pages, so people can select here. Between Marbella and here, we need to increase the level of social networks, social information. So we are investing a lot here. But we have a problem, and I need your point of view here, because we have nearly 200 associates here. Few are British English speakers.
Yeah.
Why don't you think?
I think the main problem there is the English bar owners are quite possibly not aware of you. I think as British, we're lazy as British. We don't like to learn languages.
Oh, okay.
We're not good at learning languages, and we tend to ignore things until it's translated into English for us.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the places, they'll pick up a Spanish magazine or they'll pick up a Spanish newspaper. They don't understand it. They don't try. They just close it and wait till someone tells them something in English. So I think that's the main thing. I think someone needs to tell them in English the advantages that your association has to offer.
Yeah. So only changing the language, it will be okay?
No.
How can we reach them? Because I think we have a good service package for them.
I agree with him. I've seen your service package and I agree with it. I think there's a lot of British bar owners, British restaurant owners that should be members of the association. And I think it's just a matter of making them aware of what exactly you do. And I think your membership should increase drastically, which of course we hope to help you with.
Oh, nice. So, I don't know. What would you think it will be the next step?
The next step
in Benidorm, I mean, not for ABRECA, you have already give this tip and we will take it from there. But for Benidorm to rise the level of the income and try to professionalize, I don't know, ABRECA here?
I think what's happening in Benidorm at the moment is on the right track. Personally, I think we're in for a good summer this year. Provided something doesn't happen with the COVID situation to bring it down again. But I think there's a lot of people, certainly in Britain, who are just dying to get a holiday, and Benidorm will be the number one choice for most of them. So I think we're looking forward to a good summer.
Yeah, I cannot imagine, if you remember when we have the First World War, it was the happy 20s. I mean, at the end of a catastrophe, then start a happy time. When we finish this fucking COVID situation, what are we going to do here in Benidorm? A party to burn down the
masks?
The mask?
That's a good idea. That would be a good idea. I think everyone would enjoy that.
I don't know, Rolling Stone, or whatever at the beach. What do you think?
Well, it would certainly be a great idea to celebrate, but we've got to get rid of these rules before
this
we can do
bichito
that.
We have here.
We've got to get rid of the rules. But I think people are anxious. They're so tired of not having had a holiday for 2 years,
Yeah.
Or when they have come out on holiday, Benidorm hasn't been itself. Benidorm's been a little bit quieter. People don't like wearing masks around the street all the time. Having to put a mask on simply to get it from your table.
It's annoying, yeah.
I mean, I think we're all just longing for the time when we can go back to normal living. And I think as soon as that happens, I think tourism, not just in Benidorm, but throughout the world, I think tourism is going to thrive.
So thank you, Derek, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for selecting Benidorm from all around the world. Your work here, because I think has been given from the heart, because you were trying to help people.
We are.
And I'm looking forward. You give me your contact details of your hairdresser, so I can use the same. Thank you, Derek.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Welcome.